Hiya, folks. It's Brad, your globe-trotting Buddhist reporter here in Munich today. I'm back in Munich. I was at where was I? Weyern is the name of Weyern is the name of the place, the town, and the place I was at was Domicilium, which is a combination of hospice and Zen retreat center. And I did 4 days of a retreat there with 15 nice people who were happy to be there, and I was happy to be there, kind of. I'm always unhappy traveling because I'm an unhappy traveler. But it was, as always, a great retreat in Domicilium, and thank you to all who came. And I'm going to Benedictushof next in a couple of days, then Nijmegen in the Netherlands, and then Hebden Bridge in England, and then London in England too. All of those events are open to you, so please come and join them and see what's going on. And what is going on is I am reading chapters from my new book, which is not out yet, called Letters to a Dead Friend About Zen. And I'm reading chapters of the book to audiences, and these recordings will be used as the audiobook in when the audiobook comes out, so it'll be the first live audiobook ever done live before an audience. And I hope people are enjoying it. I'm taking a Q&A session after each one, and so that's kind of fun. So that's what I'm doing here in Europe, and I'm going to continue doing it in Los Angeles. So if you're interested and you're in LA, I'm going to finish the book, because I won't be able to finish it in Europe. I'm going to finish it in Los Angeles when I get back, and all of those readings will be open to anybody who wants to attend and ask questions, and it'll be great at the Angel City Zen Center, so come on down. So that's the advertising out of the way. I would like to read something from the mailbag. Okay, I got this email, and it says, "Hi Brad, I am writing to ask you a question about your blog post, There Is No Mistake. You write something that I've heard before, but strikes a feeling in me." Okay, and what I wrote is, we aren't here because we sinned or did something wrong, or because our ancestors did something wrong. We are here because we wanted to be here. The emailer says, "I've appreciated your pragmatic approach to things about Zen in life, so I wonder if you could say more about this. How can we want to be here?" When you say we want to be here, are you speaking of us in the way that you refer to each of us being the universe? The us that wanted to be here, can I meet us? An interesting question. Does meditation help us experience that original desire? In any case, that's the only way I could think of it that doesn't involve reincarnation or spirits or transcendental reality. I'm confused because recently I've been very clear about how much I don't want to be in this particular point in my life. I meditate and experience how much I don't want to be here, and the rejection of my reality subsides at least for a while, giving me a chance to clean my apartment or do something else about here and now. Often it softens the experience, and I have an appreciation of wherever I am. And I appreciate that experience very much, but this seems different from wanting to be here. So that's a good question, and it's probably the way I phrase it is a little weird. It's something that I think I've heard others do this before, but it's something that especially works for me when I think about wanting to be here. I feel like at some deep level we all wanted to be here. And when I say we all, that's really hard. So let's forget we all. Let's just talk about me. If I talk about me and my wanting to be here, now I've had a lot of stuff happen in my life, so I don't want people to imagine that I've had this perfect shiny life and everything's been great and that's why I want to be here, because I'm so happy, because I'm generally not a happy person. I'm a fairly pessimistic person. My mother died of a horrible disease. I have a chance of getting that disease. Two friends of mine died of cancer last year. I've had heartbreaks and acne and everything else. So, I'm not saying this because, I'm living the good life here and I'm, doing it up and I'm happy to be here. No, it's not like that. It's more of a sense that, let's say, the universe demands something. And Dogen says that we are the eyes and ears with which it, the big it, experiences itself. And so, if that's the case, then the only way the universe can truly experience everything about itself is to also be blind to its true nature, because it wants to experience being blind to its true nature, so that it can get deeply into the human experience or the worm experience. I don't know if worms are blind to their true nature, but let's pretend they are for now. The worm experience or the bird experience. I actually saw, when I was at Domicilium, an early bird catching a worm. I actually saw in real life. I thought that was kind of funny. I was like up really early and there was a bird outside catching a worm. So it wants to experience that. I'm thinking, geez, a worm, that must taste pretty yucky, but maybe to a bird that tastes great. And how would the universe understand the great taste of a worm except to be a bird tasting a worm? And how would the universe experience the agony of being a worm eaten by a bird except to become a worm that gets eaten by a bird? I know this sounds weird and freaky, but this way of understanding things has been both philosophically satisfying, well, somewhat satisfying, it's philosophically, it works for me at least, and also it makes me feel better. When things are going tough, I think, well, maybe at some level there's some kind of cosmic thing that wants to experience its mother dying of a terrible disease. I don't know why. I don't know if this is a mistake. I don't know if this is something that was meant to be, but it's a way that works for me, and I'm sharing it with all y'all to see how it works for you. And if it doesn't work for you, then, toss it aside. That's fine. But I don't feel like it's original desire is kind of a funny way to put it, but I guess in a sense it is. You could characterize it that way. It's a sense that there may be some sort of cosmic purpose to this, and this isn't just theory to me. There's certain aspects of Zen practice that have brought this out in a way that feels more true than anything else. And that's really all I can give you. I wish I could give you proof, but it's like my friend Noah Cicero says. He loves proofs of God that he finds in medieval literature because they're always so silly. And any proof I would try to offer you of this point of view would sound similarly silly, I think, to you. But, work with the practice and you may come to see it that way yourself. Or you may not. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for me from where am I now? It's Monday, so it must be Munich. And I'll be here for 2 more days and then off to Benediktushof. Again, here's the places I'll be. Well, there's some on this list that I've already gone to, but I didn't want to remake the list, so there's a few there that I haven't been to. You can find more information on hardcorezen.info/events. Come and hear me read from my new book, which is not even out yet. You'll get to hear this thing that hasn't even been released to the public. Isn't that great? And come on by. Meanwhile, I am still supported by your kind donations via Patreon and PayPal. There are links below to how to do that. I am making money as I go through Europe, but not a lot of money. It's kind of enough to sustain the trip to Europe and buy me a few dinners when I get home, but it's not a lot. So I still depend on that main source of income, Patreon and PayPal. Thank you very much for supporting me, and we'll see you later. Bye.